Guys, we're back with the Screen Team. I'm super duper uber excited about this next show. I've got Kadam. Kadam, you're in the studio. You've got these 3 picks that we're going to be doing for the show. Tell us what we're reviewing. Do you remember?
It's Caddyshack, and then Super Troopers, and then...
the one that you've wanted to do for like ever, and you forgot.
Cable Guy.
Wrong.
No.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, yes.
I knew I'd get you on one of them, but I didn't think Suicide Squad would be the one. I'm excited about the Suicide Squad one. That one looks so good. It's got the Joker in it and Harley Quinn. And Emily, are you excited about that?
I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah. But we're getting into a movie that you hadn't seen before, right, Emily?
No, I'd never seen this one before.
Super Troopers is the name of the film. Kind of a stoner film that was a film at the time. Wasn't very successful, but it definitely grew a cult following. And it's a funny movie, man. It's a very, very funny movie. Kadam, what are your thoughts on Super Troopers?
Watching Super Troopers reminded me of, being a little kid, not supposed to be watching a movie, but then figuring out you should watch that movie. Thank you, Dad.
So you watched it for the first time. You watched this movie with your dad. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, when it first came out, I was, I think teenage, early teens, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Dad's like, yeah, come on. It's a great movie. Just come on over. We'll go see it in theaters. Okay, yeah, sure. Mom had no knowledge or anything of it.
Does she? Well, she knows now, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Many years later.
And Emily, this was your first go around with this film. Did you know what it was going to be like before going into it?
He said it was kind of like a stoner film, which I wasn't entirely excited about. That's not really something I'm into. But he said, just come on, sit down and watch it anyway. And I was actually really glad I did. I laughed a lot.
Yeah. So let's talk about the basic plot. For those who don't know what's going on, what's the basic plot of this movie, Kadam?
It's basically a sheriffs. They're just kind of goofing around, not really paying attention to their job. And then, lo and behold, it starts catching up to them, and then they have to do some stuff, trying to get...
Otherwise, they're going to lose their jurisdiction to the city police, correct?
Yeah, they're just going to get completely shut down, so they're going through all these different scenarios. And then, all of a sudden, after one thing, they found... I believe either a murder or homicide or something on the side of the road in a Winnebago. Winnebago, and that just kicks off everything. It just starts happening, a bunch of drugs, and then a monkey that's half naked. So it's one of those movies where you're like, what am I watching? But I'm glad I'm watching it.
Yeah. So. And you know what? You get that from the very beginning of this film. I was laughing so hard watching the beginning of this film. Basically, you see these 3 guys who are driving, and they're blitzed out of their mind, and they see that this state patrol officer is going to pull them over, so they're trying to get rid of the substances that they have, and just all this fun ensues. Like, these state troopers are just messing with these guys as much as they can. They're like, pull over your vehicle, and they've already pulled over, and they're like,
can't pull over anymore,
we can't pull over anymore, man. And there's just so many good scenes like that. Do you guys have any favorite scenes that you guys like from the movie?
Come
on, Emily, I know you got something.
My favorite part, and I know I say this a lot, but it was actually the end.
The credits? Is what she's
No,
saying.
not the credits. I actually liked before the credits this time. But it's you find out that they have lost their budgeting. They can't be troopers anymore. Mm-hmm. And so the 2 guys that were my favorite in the whole movie are driving a beer truck, and they deliver the keg to the party. Mm-hmm. And it's the guys they pulled over in the beginning of the movie. And the guys are underage, and they're like, oh, crap, freaking out, thinking that they're in so much trouble for ordering this keg. And so the troopers eventually tell them that they're not troopers anymore. They lost budgeting. They got fired. Yeah. So then the guys start making fun of them. Oh, you're not your big bad troopers anymore, like ripping up money in front of their face and doing all this other stuff. And then the troopers pull off they're the city police now, and they get them anyway. And I was like, oh, you got it. You're gonna get it.
Tatum, you have a favorite scene in the movie?
Probably my favorite, which is Rabbit. He's a rookie cop. They always pull pranks on him and everything like that.
Yeah.
But randomly in one of the scenes, they're trying to get the city cops away from their police station to do something. I'm not going to spoil it, even though Emily, said the end of it. So
It was great.
he's dressed up like a lumberjack. He's cross-eyed, missing a tooth.
He's got his teeth blacked out.
And he's hugging a bear in a funny way, I guess I could say, without being too graphic.
Right.
But it was just trying to see the cops, way of saying, are you okay out there? Then he's just, going at it, and it's weird.
So what I thought about you during one scene that's in the beginning of the film where they're calling ahead for extra help to catch a robber or something like that, and the one state trooper is fishing. Yeah. And he's got like a blow up doll like in the car seat.
In the driver's seat to make it look like he's actually patrolling.
So I thought about you there. Would you guys ever chug a bottle of syrup?
No.
Like that?
I almost got sick watching that.
Did you really? Did you really? I thought it was pretty funny, man. All right, so Super Troopers. Do you have to... Who's going to like this film, guys?
I say like 16 and up. Somewhere where they kind of get the personality of, that style of movie. But any younger men, please ask your parents about it. Have them watch it first, because if not, it's kind of a surprise.
Well, you have to be kind of older anyways to catch some of the humor in it. You might not think it's as funny if you haven't lived a little.
All right, guys, the movie is called Super Troopers. You can find it on DVD. So we're going from State Troopers to golf with Caddyshack. Yes. It's coming your way next right here on KWOC.